Good morning, students. I'm back again, and today we'll be continuing our chemical properties. I hope you remember all the three properties that we have discussed yesterday. Yes? Okay. So today we'll be starting with the fourth property, that is what happens when metals react with acids. Okay, what happens when metals react with dilute acids. So dear students, metals, they will react with dilute acids to form salt and release the hydrogen gas. Okay, always remember this equation basically is called as general equation. So you should always remember general equations. They are very important, isn't it? They are very important, and they help us to understand the mechanism. So always remember and learn this by heart, that metals, it will react with dilute acids and it will produce the salt and hydrogen gas. Let's discuss an example. Suppose the metal is zinc. So zinc will react with HCl, that is your acid, and it will produce zinc chloride plus and release hydrogen gas. So this reaction basically, dear students, if you remember, can you list it, what type of reaction it is? Yes, it is basically a displacement reaction. I hope you remember, we have done in the chapter 1 displacement reactions. The more reactive element will displace the less reactive element from its solution. So here zinc is displacing hydrogen. You remember I told you in the beginning that some metals, they can displace hydrogen. So in the reactivity series, the metals which are present above hydrogen, they can displace hydrogen. So zinc can displace hydrogen and it can form salt, which is called as zinc chloride, and releases hydrogen gas. Okay, so it is basically a displacement reaction which is occurring. Now dear students, you can say we can use any acid. Like here I am using HCl, I can also use H2SO4. So let's write it again. Suppose we have zinc plus H2SO4. So just imagine what will happen. There will be formation of zinc sulfate plus hydrogen gas will be released. Again the displacement reaction. We can also use zinc plus nitric acid, HNO3. HNO3, right? Here what will happen? ZnNO3 plus water. Now see, in case of HCl and sulfuric acid, hydrogen gas will be produced. But whenever a metal reacts with nitric acid, water will be released. This is a very important one. So whenever a metal reacts with nitric acid, hydrogen gas will not be produced, but instead water will be produced. So can you tell me why? What is the reason? Yes, let's come. Oh, exactly. Now let me explain that also. So hydrogen gas, it will not be evolved when a metal reacts with nitric acid. This is because there are three reasons for this. Okay, let's underline those three reasons. Nitric acid is a strong oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent means it gives oxygen. So HNO3 is a strong oxidizing agent. It releases oxygen. Now when it releases oxygen, dear students, what will form? It will be reduced to form nitrogen oxide like N2O, NO2 or NO. Okay, so this will be your second point. So first it gives oxygen. That is why we call it as a strong oxidizing agent. Second, when it gives oxygen, it is reduced to form N2O, NO or NO2. Third is this oxygen which is released. Okay, third point is the oxygen which is released, it will combine with hydrogen and will form water. Okay, so the released oxygen will combine with hydrogen and form water. So this is the reason why the metals, when they react with nitric acid, water will be released, no hydrogen gas will be produced. But there are two metals, dear students, magnesium and manganese. Okay, repeat these two names, magnesium and manganese. When they react with nitric acid, hydrogen, they will produce hydrogen gas only. तो ये दो मेटल्स हैं, ये जब नाइट्रिक एसिड से रिएक्ट करते हैं तो हाइड्रोजन गैस ही प्रोड्यूस करते हैं, बाकी सभी मेटल्स वाटर प्रोड्यूस करेंगे. नाउ व्हाट इज़ द रीज़न वाई दीज टू मेटल्स दे विल प्रोड्यूस हाइड्रोजन गैस? बिकॉज दीज टू मेटल्स दे आर एक्स्ट्रा स्टेबल बिकॉज ऑफ देयर कॉन्फिगरेशन. ओके, ये एक्स्ट्रा स्टेबल मेटल्स हैं. ओके, now in the same manner as I told you, all metals they can react with dilute acids, they will displace hydrogen, so a kind of displacement reaction will be occurring. So basically this reaction will focus on four elements, that is magnesium, aluminium, zinc and iron. And when we'll observe their reaction with acids, we will found that the rate of formation of bubbles was fastest in case of magnesium. तो जब हम इनका रिएक्शन करवाते हैं आपके एसिड से, तो हम देखेंगे कि बबल्स की जो फॉर्मेशन है वो मैग्नीशियम के केस में हाईएस्ट होगी, इसीलिए मैग्नीशियम जो है वो मोस्ट रिएक्टिव है, फॉलोड बाय एल्यूमिनियम, जिंक एंड आयरन. ओके, जबकि कॉपर जो है बेटा वो रिएक्शन नहीं करता है डाइल्यूट एसिड से. सो कॉपर डज नॉट रिएक्ट विद डाइल्यूट एसिड्स. ओके, now have you heard a term aquaregia or royal water? Anybody of you have you heard this term? Royal water, aquaregia. No? Okay, see, this is basically a mixture of two acids. One is HCl and another is HNO3, nitric acid. ये दो acids का mixture है, that is 3:1 में, यानी 3 parts of hydrochloric acid plus 1 part of nitric acid, and this you can say this mixture will be called as aquaregia. Now dear students, this mixture ये बहुत ज़्यादा corrosive होता है and it can dissolve gold and platinum. ये जो आपका mixture बना है HCl HNO3 का, जिसको हम aquaregia रॉयल वाटर कह रहे हैं बेटे, it can dissolve gold and platinum. No liquid, no mixture can dissolve, you can say no acid can dissolve gold and platinum, but this mixture can dissolve gold and platinum, and that is why this mixture is used by your blacksmiths to to provide shiny appearance to the ornaments. जब आप गोल्डस्मिथ के पास जाते हैं तो वो आपके ornaments ले लेता है और उनको clean करता है. So he basically washes your gold and platinum into this solution so that they become their shining appearance reappears on their surface. Okay, so this particular, you should always remember this particular mixture is very important. Royal water and aquaregia, it is a mixture of HCl and HNO3 in the 3:1. Now we are coming to the last property. Okay, how do metals react with solution of other metals? ये बेसिकली अगर हम देखें बेटा तो ये हमारा डबल डिस्प्लेसमेंट रिएक्शन है, जो हमने फर्स्ट डबल डिस्प्लेसमेंट रिएक्शन जो हमने फर्स्ट चैप्टर में भी किया है, डबल डिस्प्लेसमेंट रिएक्शन. ओके, सो वी विल टेक अ मेटल, हम एक मेटल लेंगे, मेटल ए, उसे सेकेंड मेटल दैट इज मेटल बी के सॉल्ट सोल्यूशन में रखेंगे. सो आफ्टर सम टाइम वी विल ऑब्जर्व दैट देयर विल बी सॉल्ट सोल्यूशन ऑफ ए एंड द मेटल बी विल बी डिस्प्लेस्ड. So for example, if you have copper sulfate and we keep iron into the copper sulfate solution, देखिए यहाँ पर कॉपर का सोल्यूशन है और उसके अंदर हम आयरन के मेटल को रख रहे हैं. सो आयरन इज मोर रिएक्टिव देन कॉपर, सो व्हाट इट विल डू, इट विल डिस्प्लेस कॉपर फ्रॉम इट्स सोल्यूशन. सो ये भी आपका एक तरीके का डिस्प्लेसमेंट, सॉरी दिस इज नॉट अ डबल डिस्प्लेसमेंट, दिस इज डिस्प्लेसमेंट रिएक्शन. आई एम सॉरी एवरीवन, displacement reaction, this is also a displacement reaction. So copper sulfate plus iron, it will give you you can say ferrous sulfate plus copper. Copper sulfate is of blue color. Okay, copper sulfate जो है बेटे वो आपका blue color का होता है. Iron sulfate जो है वो आपका green color का होता है. So you will observe that suddenly the green, you can say the blue color fades away and the green color it starts reappearing in the solution, right? So iron being more reactive, it will displace copper from its solution and will take its own position, form its own salt, and copper will be removed from the solution. Okay, like similarly we can have more example. If can we have more example? Let's have one more. Let's see, zinc. If we have a zinc plus let us copper sulfate only. Zn plus CuSO4, and again you will have ZnSO4 plus Cu. Always remember this, the metal that we are keeping into the solution should be more reactive, otherwise the reaction will not take place. जो metal हम एक solution के अंदर रख रहे हैं वो उस metal से ज़्यादा reactive होना चाहिए, तभी आपका displacement reaction होगा, otherwise it will not happen. Okay? Now just as I told you, this is the solution of copper. देखिए मैं आपको दिखाती हूँ, ये कॉपर का सोल्यूशन है, आप ब्लू कलर देख सकते हैं. उसके अंदर हमने आयरन नेल को सस्पेंड कर दिया है. एंड आफ्टर सम टाइम यू ऑब्जर्व द कलर ऑफ द आयरन नेल, देखिए कलर चेंज हो गया है, कॉपर का कलर आ गया है, रेडिश ब्राउन कलर हो गया है, सोल्यूशन जो है फेड हो गया है और उसके अंदर धीरे धीरे आपको ग्रीन कलर रीअपीयर होता हुआ नज़र आएगा. ओके, सो इट इज़ अ टाइप ऑफ डिस्प्लेसमेंट रिएक्शन एवरीवन. आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड दिस. ओके, एंड ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, more reactive metal will displace the less reactive metal from its solution. ठीक है? So for today this will be sufficient, and what you have to do is, today's homework will be that you will be making notes of this topic and you will read the page numbers 43 to 46. And if there is any doubt regarding the chemical properties, everyone, you can send your queries to me or you can talk to me personally, right? Okay, bye everyone.